Welcome back to Skinomics 2, your go-to channel for all things CS2 game and skins. This week's update, spanning from April 7th to 14th, is a bit lighter on news, but we've still got some important topics to cover. Starting with the creative highlight, this week's featured craft is an Overpass-themed sticker ensemble that combines 2019 Lecro stickers with a Surf's Up and an AK-47 kickflip, crafting a skating image. This is a craft that can be applied to any guns with a good blank surface. We now start with the usual market update. Despite all the game's flaws and multiple content creators ranting about the cheating problem, we have still seen a 2.09% increase in the portfolio I selected to represent the market this week. This is no doubt partially attributable to the ongoing IEM Chengdu, which has driven up demand in China. We now break it down into categories. The non-active cases seen a healthy rise this week. The Gamma and Prisma collections are the standout highlights with 10.5% and 7.89% gains respectively. The active cases were a more mixed bag. The highlight in this category is the Kilowatt case. It is very interesting how a new case has actually increased in price, which is not typical. Knives and gloves rose even further this week. The Knot gloves continue to rise despite already being up over 60% since 3 months ago. High-end weapon skins also follow the trend. The Cyrix has recovered its losses from last week. Agent skins remain relatively flat. But the recent sticker capsules have declined significantly. The RMR capsules are still trading significantly below their original sale price in 2020, which has been a very bad investment. Lastly, the more affordable weapon skins dropped slightly this week, which I view as a market correction from the more significant gains from last week. Next we look at game news. The most significant news this week involves a game patch by Valve, addressing a serious exploit. There was a bug that allowed players to activate cheat protected commands through the console on public servers. This exploit allowed players to manipulate visibility, enabling them to see opponents through walls and smokes without third-party software. Although Valve swiftly patched this without public notes and chose not to ban players using the exploit, Faceit took a harsher stance, banning those caught using it. This is including 2 Academy players from Eternal Fire, which were subsequently released from their organization. The players are Cyber and Deepact, and this may very well mark the end of their career, which is quite controversial as this is a Valve mistake to begin with. Moving on to skin news, continuing from last week, some peer-to-peer websites have still yet to find a solution to facilitate skin trades normally, including CS Float as shown on screen. However, Buff is currently fully functional. There is one more thing I wanted to touch on the skin news. There is a new type of scam which uses QR codes to log into Steam accounts to trade and steal skins. I am not yet 100% across how it works, but our audiences should be careful out there. Do not scan random QR codes, especially if they are unsolicited through Steam or Discord and prompts you to log into Steam. In tournament news, IEM Chengdu has reached its final as of the date of this video. The final will be played between Mouse and FaZe. This marks the 8th consecutive final for FaZe, despite losing the last 4. There are clear dominance of CS2 in terms of overall ranking, but the game is open for either team to take it. During the tournament, FaZe beat Australis in the semi-finals, which was a very eventful game. A post which has since gone viral in both Chinese and Western social media is of a fan showing a snake oil image with Stavin, which is quite hilarious as Yabby and Stavin previously betrayed Heroic and Cadian to join Australis. There was also fuel to the fire when Device's game crashed mid-game, allowing FaZe to win an easy round. His frustrations will no doubt be a meme material going forward.
A third map Inferno, we'll see it here again.
Misses the shot under so much pressure, right? Think about how, and then immediately starts moving again right now.
Well, yeah, which is why the
So he
ultimate.
didn't disconnect.
Wow!
There it is.
In other pro scene news, Goku Shima received a 2-year match-fixing ban. He was a player for Force. I personally think the ban is well deserved as match-fixing hurts the competitive integrity of the game. And that's a wrap for this week's Insights. While we had fewer updates, the ongoing cheating issues are significant, especially as they both influence gameplay and competitive integrity. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, remember to subscribe to Skinomics 2 for your weekly dose of CS2 skin and market game updates. Until next time, Happy trading and stay vigilant in the evolving landscape of Counter-Strike 2.